Hello and welcome back to Seed Saving. This video will demonstrate different ways to harvest and clean seeds depending on if the seeds are wet or dry and mature. The wet method is used for seeds from tomatoes or other plants that produce seeds that are wet or have gel-like coating. The dry method is used for seeds that are dry when mature. For both methods, make sure to remember to select very mature fruits or flowers to save seeds from. If available, have students harvest the seeds from several types of plants. Students can then compare the size and shape and other features of the seeds. Some seeds are designed to travel on wind, some are designed to be eaten by animals, and so on. Some seeds are produced in capsules, pods, or held closely together in dried flowers. Some examples of different types of seeds are peas, beans, and sunflowers. Let's first talk about harvesting wet seeds. We'll use tomatoes as the example. This method is also useful for peppers, melons, and cucumbers. Harvesting wet seeds can be a little messy, so budget time for the cleanup. Have students pick several very ripe tomatoes, cut the tomato in half from top to bottom, remove the seeds with a spoon or with your finger.
I'm trying to do this without my hands, so I need to move.
Tomato seeds will have clingy gel that needs to be rinsed off. Have the students place the seeds in a sieve and rinse it under water to remove the gel. Now remember, have the students label their plates or trays with what variety the seed is. Then spread and clean seeds out on the plate for drying for several days or weeks indoors.
I got mine. Mine's right there.
Another method to process wet seeds uses fermentation, and it's most commonly known with tomatoes. Fermenting the seed will take a few days, so you will either need 2 class sessions or to prepare a demonstration ahead of time. Again, have students pick several very ripe tomatoes, cut the tomatoes in half from top to bottom, remove the seeds with a spoon or finger. Instead of rinsing the seeds, leave the seeds to sit in the gel and pulp at room temperature in an open container. The pulp will start to ferment and grow mold. After a few days, pour the seeds and pulp into a large container of water and stir. Mature seeds, those that will germinate next year, will sink to the bottom. Have students skim off the floating plant material and immature seeds. Then rinse the good seeds with water in a sieve. Then spread the clean seeds out on a labeled plate to dry for several days or weeks. If you are short on time, you can set up the fermentation before class and then have the students help you with the rinsing process. Harvesting seeds that are dry when mature are even easier. This method is used with any plant that does not form a gel around the seed or is dry when mature. This video clip uses cilantro, but the method can be used on lettuce, marigolds, zinnias, sunflowers, peas, and bees. Wait to harvest the seeds from the flower or pod when they are dry. You may need to protect the seeds from fall rain, so you can bring them indoors and let them dry further there. Some plants like lettuce, dill, and cilantro produce seeds that easily scatter when they are mature. Have students clip off the entire flower head and place it in a labeled paper bag. When the flowers are dry, the seeds will be captured in the bag. The first steps to dry seed harvesting is called threshing. This is the initial step to separating the seeds from the pod or the flower head. Different seeds use different techniques, like breaking open the pea pod or plucking the seeds from a dried flower head. The second step is known as winnowing. This is a cleaning step which separates the seed from the rest of the plant material. Peas are easy to separate from the pods. Lettuce seeds usually require no winnowing, and others may need some more processing. Students can mix and swirl seeds in a bowl and then blow or pick off the chaff. Screens can also be used. Even seeds that are dry when you harvest them, it's a good idea to dry them a little bit further indoors. Have students label the plates or trays with the name and variety of the seed. Then spread the clean seeds out on the plate and dry for several weeks. The next video will show how to store your harvested seeds until the next planting season. Thanks!